Art jam on a Friday night. Hanging out and doodling feels right. Art jam with you, my friends. Grab you some art supplies and begin to make some art jam happen tonight.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
I don't know why I opened this with yo. Word up. It looks like my eyes are highlighted by a spotlight. It looks like makes me look all mysterious. Welcome, amigos. Welcome to Art Jam. I am Pedro Boquedo, Texas Spaniard. We have with us Zeus King Dark, the God of Thunder. How are you?
I'm here. I'm good. I'm full. I'm home. I'm good to go.
I see Ange in the chat. Welcome, Ange. How are you doing? How's your hand? How's the hand? What are you full of? What'd you eat today?
I had that eggplant.
Oh,
Yeah, I had the uh, eggplant with garlic sauce
oh, nice.
and an egg roll.
Today I made like a stir fry with cabbage, mushrooms, bell pepper, and onions and garlic. So that was what we had today, like a cabbage stir fry, cabbage and mushroom stir fry.
Sounds good.
I mean, I thought it was okay. The only thing, we wanted lo mein noodles, and for some reason we never got lo mein noodles. We are like, well, let's see if spaghetti will do for lo mein noodles. A spoiler: spaghetti is not a good substitute for lo mein noodles. Just for anyone who needs to know.
It's not a good one, but I mean, you can make it work.
I tried, but the vegetable stuff was good. And you said your hand is sore. Okay, just rest it. Don't push it too hard. Don't push it too hard. The
Don't
heel
tap
of
the
the
button so
the,
much.
the heel of the hand is bruised. Oh no.
Ouch.
Um. Oh, Zeus and I were talking about before we got on the air. We were talking about some WWE Slam. We don't have to get into specifics, but the iconic I got was some. I didn't think it was very cool. It was like Undertaker and someone else. I'm trying to remember who the someone else was. They're like facing off. Uh,
Uh huh.
Let me pull it up.
Is it one of those black and gold ones?
Let me pull it up because I don't really remember. Because I was a little surprised that I was in it. I was just like, oh man. But I've got a trade from Triple H something. Oh wow, he wants one of my Dusty Super Rares. He's sending me an Oscar I don't have, so I will accept that.
There you go.
Like I had two of these Dusties. He's sending me an Oscar. It's
Why
one
the
of those
hell are
things.
you still sniffling?
Um. What's it called?
Last time I heard you said
I
some bullshit about you sneezed.
I did sneeze. Yeah. It's one of those things that happens. Which I'm going to tell you, the top of your hand is bruised. That's not good. Well, I mean, it's understandable though. You went through surgery. What's the one Zeus where they have like the acrylic drip? That's what the thing I just got in this trade was acrylic drip. It was acrylic drip Oscar. What was the thing? Sneezing. It's Undertaker facing off against the Great Khali Zeus. Let me see if you can see this.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see this. It's not the best
Oh yeah, yeah,
iconic.
yeah. Okay.
Not
Yeah.
the best iconic to end up with, but
Yeah.
no.
I mean, Undertaker is doing more for he's been repairing his kind of popularity slash reputation over the last year or so. People don't bag on him the way they used to.
He's going out of his way. He's going out of his way. Anne sent me some pictures of her hand. Do you want people to see the pictures? No. Let me. I'll take a look at it. I won't share it with the world. I promise. I will not share it with the world. But I will take a look at your hand. At your hand. Oh, okay. I do see the bruise. Oh, I see the bruise on top too. Okay, I didn't see that. Oh well. Eey. Yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun, Ange. That's not fun. So what's going on, Zeus? What's happening with you?
Well, I mean, you saw, I finished coloring up
Oh yeah, let me
the
show people that. Let me show people that. Yeah.
King, is it King Shi Huang.
I'm gonna take them through the whole process, Zeus. We're gonna show them a whole journey here. What are you munching
I
on?
plan on making another YouTube video with try to get all the pencil inks and colors in it.
So y'all may remember you're working on this a bit last week, right, Zeus?
Yeah.
Here on the, so here's the black and white version. It looks amazing. Then here's he puts in the solid colors, adding in the shadows. Look at that background and the highlights. Yeah,
I
that came.
also changed that on his face that zipper tattoo thing.
Oh, you did? Yeah, you made it all red. Yeah, you made it
Yeah,
all red.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did that in Illustrator and brought it in as pixel.
I like going between these two. That looks super nice, Zeus. You did an excellent job.
Yeah.
Print worthy. Zeus is making print worthy stuff. He's
Yeah.
print
I
worthy.
might have to get a different background if I'm gonna print it, but it's okay. I'll find something or make something.
Uh, uh,
Thank you, Ange. Thank you very much.
Ange said she's gonna send a grouping of what she's in the middle of working on. Don't push yourself too hard though, Ange. Don't push yourself too hard. I mean, see, you can do what you want. It's your life, but hey.
Yeah,
So
if you're in pain, you cannot take Tylenol. You cannot use cold compresses or heating pads, or you can choose to be as stubborn and as bullheaded as you want to be, and not take one bit of care of yourself, but still bitch to your friends about it.
it's the way.
Totally not talking about you, Ange. Totally not talking about you.
I don't know who he's talking about. It's a mystery.
Yeah.
It's a mystery. Sherlock Holmes would have trouble with it.
Yeah. And Stevie Ray, Stevie Wonder would
Stevie
have a
Ray.
hard time seeing that one, wouldn't he?
Can you imagine Stevie Ray doing a mystery thing? But yeah, I know what you mean with the Stevie Wonder joke. Oh wait, I messed up. Hold on, Ange. I'll show everyone what you're working on, but let me go back. But today, what are you working on today, Zeus? What are you working on today?
I don't know. I got to start something new. I think I might. I think I'm going to draw maybe like a Lady Blue Mane sketch. I think I'm going to try to transition into finishing up the comic book on Friday nights.
Oh, nice. That is an excellent segue to what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
But first, here's what Ange is working on. Ange has a bunch of cards going. She's got a bunch of cards going. Here we can zoom in. See all the cards she's got going on. You got a lot of cards going. And let me see the other picture. Oh yeah. Season's greeting, holiday blessings.
Those are nice. Really nice.
Excellent, Ange. But don't push yourself too hard, okay?
In today's day and age, I mean, that's we definitely need more of that. More people crafting. things by hand.
Yeah, less AI, more more
Yep.
crafting. I've really gotten back into doing everything as much as I can by you know there's just something to making everything yourself. Uh,
Yeah.
there's
I
something.
would have colored that last piece in by hand, but I just didn't have all the right. Uh, I didn't have all the right markers, and I don't have a blender marker right now either.
Well, I think that's different. Digital coloring is fine. I believe. I mean, digital coloring works almost better for some of that stuff,
Yeah,
especially
but
if
I
it's
mean,
to
I
animate.
really, I actually wanted to,
Oh, okay.
I wanted to do it.
So, once upon a time, amigos. Back in, I think it was. I'm trying to think when I first started it. Trying to remember, it was 2020 or 2021. Um,
Somewhere in that neighborhood, right?
I think it was.
Because you'd been doing the the girl wrestling one
I had, but yeah, but
before that.
that one had been over for. Well, I say over. It didn't finish. I just kind of stopped working on it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You stopped working on that one, and
Yeah.
you start.
Yeah. So, I remember Zeus. It was a summer night, and I was reading something about one-page comics because people were saying, it was something like saying, everyone wants to make, a graphic novel or a series, and this is like, people should try doing one-page comics. And so I just drew a one-page comic about this guy being haunted by some ghost or whatever. And then
Right.
I did one, and then I did another, and then I did another, and it
Yeah.
became it became a Tom's Weird Life. And it came out from like 2021 to, I don't know, maybe 2023 or so, somewhere in there. It was about 2 years I was working on it. Uh,
Yeah.
we got to 121 chapters or whatever of it. But yeah, I didn't finish it. Like most of my comic book things, I don't finish. But I want to finish it because it can kind of, it's in a spot where it can kind of get to the finish with some effort. But I want to make a cover for like an omnibus PDF file that has all the chapters that have been done so far, collected all in one thing, put it out on my Patreon or something for free, something like that. So that's my plan today to work on this. But I haven't drawn these characters in a long time. I have not drawn these characters in a long time. So I'm going to have to look at some of these things. But we may be doing some comic book theater on this to give y'all an idea about Tom's Weird Life. It'll be something like this. See, this is the first thing of Tom's Weird Life. See, you see, here's.
Ads.
Oh, it's an ads.
Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I apologize about the ads.
I mean, I've seen it.
But yeah. So the first thing you see is Tom. He's sweating. He's troubled by something, and then you see what he's troubled by, and it's this ghostly apparition. Hey, I guess you're maybe wondering who I am. Yeah, just a little bit, ghost dude. And he's like, I am from the beyond, sent here to give you a message, but I forgot it. Sorry, man. Get out. So that was how this started. But that's to give you guys an idea of what you know. We'll go through more of it later. We'll go through more of it later. But that's just to give an idea. But yeah, I got to try to relearn how to draw Tom.
It's kind of like your version of Bart Simpson.
Is it? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the way he looks, because he's got the spiky hair.
Yeah.
He's got like diamond shaped eyes, spiky hair. But yeah, that's what's going on. So you're gonna work on Lady Blue Mane. You're gonna get Zeus has been working on a comic book. His comic book looks amazing, by the way. What he's done on it.
Yeah, it's all done except for the finish the lettering.
James
Just
the
gotta
Extreme
just gotta
Sorno.
just gotta word out that last page.
James the Extreme Sorno and I are very excited for when
Yes.
it
Yes, yes.
anything been happening.
No, not really. I mean, the snow's finally melted. Most of it. We just have the giant frozen, you know, gigantic piles in the parking lots.
Mm,
Still thousands of pounds of snow, waiting to melt and flood the flatlands of Buffalo.
yeah.
Because even though we're right here on the edge of the drop off from the level where Lake Erie is down into uh, Lake Ontario, it's still really flat. Oddly enough, it's not a good slope. Um, it's not a like a proper river basin at all. It's not like the Cape Fear River Basin because it's just going from one lake to another.
Mm.
Because everything starts from Lake Michigan, works its way here, and then out to the ocean.
Um, yeah, I've heard a bit about flooding and stuff in places where they got a lot of snow.
Like anybody that's up here that's got a basement has had it worked on, from
Mm.
what I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me look at something. Let's see.
I found this one channel on YouTube, and they kind of do like career exposés on MMA fighters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. It actually ends up it's like it ends up a lot of the times they end up pretty fucking sad, and like they usually they're exposing them for whatever. Like fuck, I didn't know that Phil Baroni. You know who Phil Baroni is?
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. Well, he killed a girl in Mexico. He's rotting
Yes,
in a Mexican prison.
I do recall that he was in some kind of trouble for crime. Yes, I do remember this, but
I mean, he's
I didn't know it
kind
was
of always
murder.
been on the edge of crime. But yeah, he's
So it was full on murder, huh?
uh
Wow.
yeah, that's what it looks like. They're trying to they're going after him for, but like because there wasn't like a witness or anything like that. I don't. and plus, I don't know how the damn the Mexican legal system works. Hell, I don't. I mean, we only have a basic grasp of how the American legal system works. So, but they were basically saying, I mean, he's not getting out anytime soon.
Yeah, that's not good. Uh,
No.
Not good to be in trouble for murder. That's for certain.
Yeah, because I mean that's just and it was a Mexican girl.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I can't remember who else I watched. They've done some other ones, and it gets a little depressing.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
It's like fuck this fucking guy.
I can imagine.
Um, then what else did I see this week? Um, so there's another like a marine biologist. I uh, I watch her videos, um, and she deals a lot with different types of whales and orcas and dolphins, that whole family, and uh, they're talking about how like now that there might be some of these they're looking to classify as actual subspecies of each other. They're not. They're actually like different enough genetically that that they're and at the fact that they're no longer that they're not you know breeding with each other except in these certain populations that that they're talking about them as different subspecies, which is it's a little bit different than what they've been talking about for a long time now. But there was this one population that they showed had a real how the beluga whale has a real kind of a real bulbous
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
Well, there's these really rare orcas that have a not quite as big of a uh, lump like that, but is definitely a lot more noticeable and different than other orcas.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So what? Why would they have developed that? Like for what? What reason do they know?
From what I understand, that's where the resonance chamber is for the echolocation.
Oh, okay.
So that's it. Helps them find shit in the blackest depths of the ocean when they're hunting for food.
Right.
So and then there was another video. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but I got it saved. But apparently, orcas do eat giant squid as well.
Oh wow.
They Yeah, they didn't think so before, but apparently they're coming up with scars and remnants of them. So
I, did you? I'm wondering. Did you tell us about this before or not? Because it sounds a little bit familiar, but I can't remember. I can't recall.
I mean, I'm the some of it had been like lightly touched on before. I might have said something.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. Let's see. Paper. Well, I'm always having a hard time finding paper. There we go. You think I didn't have it?
How's the work going on the card game?
We've been a little bit busier.
Oh,
I've,
okay.
like I said, I've finished those. I finished the houses, the energy cards, and then um, I have nine more regular character cards I'm doing, and then I'm going to do 9 item cards, and then it'll be up to the everybody else. Basically my supervisor to to get them printed. So I just hope they don't try anything stupid like thinking that we can cut them ourselves, because that's just ridiculous. They gotta. I know he's not going to do that.
That would not that would not be a great idea.
No. Plus, I rounded all the corners too on the cards. So
And I feel bad. I forgot to tell Bean that I was gonna do this episode. the,
he
the
knows
no,
he
Bonnie and
wants to play. He wants to play all damn. He wants to play freaking. I didn't know, and you don't tell me, and blur 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 in my little brain. He knows. He knows. He gets busy. I get it. He just likes to blame other people.
if he knew I was doing Tom's Weird Life, he would probably be here.
Fine, I shall send him a message.
I forgot. He could be busy. Who knows? Did you go to the beach a lot when you were younger?
Um, not a lot, but I mean, we go every once in a while, every few years. Then when I got old enough to start going myself, I went more. I went a lot after while I was living you know on my own there in Greensboro. I'd go at least 4 times a summer.
Mm.
You ever go down to that dirty old water in Galveston?
The one we went to one. I don't remember what the beach was called, but it wasn't Galveston. We went to this other one that was in the Sabine Pass area, but we went to the beach pretty regularly when we lived in Port Arthur and Groves, like in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see what this looks like. I don't know what all people can see or not see. Here's where we're at the moment. Tom and
Oh yeah.
Silas.
What's the clown girl's name?
Rasha.
That's it.
Rasha. Trying to get in all the monsters from the series.
Oh my God! Did you see? I know we'll have to talk about this with James tomorrow, but
Oh, what is
I
it?
just
Just
had to say something. Did you see that? Did you see that fucking Lanterns trailer
which trailer was it?
for Lanterns, Green Lantern?
No, I haven't. I have not.
Jesus Christ! It is the stupidest. First of all, it's like a buddy cop movie thing. Like they're dealing with like street crime on Earth and shit.
Really?
Which is not what the function of a damn Green Lantern is. And they're wearing brown, Pedro. They're wearing brown. I am not even
They're not.
exaggerating.
They're not wearing green.
Not wearing green, wearing brown. It's a it's a fucking nightmare.
How are they going to be the Green Lanterns if?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but it's pissing me off.
I'm gonna have to check this out when we go off the air. So, is it a movie or?
Yeah, it's a movie. Yeah, yep. It's got the dude that played. He was in the legendary Godzilla movies. He's the Millie Bobby Brown's dad.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
he's old, unshaven, um, grizzled Hal Jordan.
Wait, what? He's kind of old to be Hal Jordan, isn't he? Like,
Yeah, well, you gotta make him relatable.
but relatable to who? Like, wouldn't he be more relatable if they got someone younger? Or?
Pedro, they are hiring people that hate the things that they're working on.
That's true. Yeah.
They no, no nobody wants to make any money anymore. They just want to make crap, and they get hired to make crap, and then like it must be a tax write off. That must be what's saving these Hollywood studios is they make crap on purpose, right? And then when it bombs, they just write it off or whatever, and then they just keep on going
Yeah.
because that's easier than actually making something that's good.
Well, I mean, I know I explain this a lot. No one listens to me. I know, but stuff doesn't have to be good. So there's no incentive to make a good product. It just has to be product for people to consume, and people will be fine with it, Zeus. Like that's
Well,
the
I
thing.
mean, kind of, but it's getting we're getting a larger fill point, and shit's getting keeps getting worse too. So
until people like don't uh like consume it, they'll just keep
Well, it's that it's going to come down to that that bare minimum of yes, it's there. That's what
right.
it's that it's just the content.
It's like the wrestling when people
Oh yeah.
complain about the booking and stuff, like about it not being good or whatever, and it's like it doesn't have to be good. People will go to the show. The people will just go no matter what. So it's gonna be fine.
Well, I mean,
Until
but
people don't go, then
yeah,
it
yeah,
becomes a problem. That's the thing.
yeah.
But people are
I mean,
still
they're
going.
barely going to other things right now. I mean,
Yeah, live events have been taking a thing for a long time.
that aren't WWE live events.
Yeah, I mean, all kind of live events have been taking a thing for a while, so they're in a bad state. But let me see what this looks like on screen, because I don't know who's. Oh, Muse in the game frame was come by. Hey, how are you doing, Muse in the game frame? I'm just doodling up some stuff. Here you can see there's Tom, there's Ghost Dude, Rasha, Gaderick. No, Gad is the vampire. Quark, whatever his name was. I think it's Quark. He's the alien. I'm just trying to fit all of the monsters in. Oh yeah, there's a werewolf.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
But yeah, I had to deal with a lot of AI crap this week too. People just kept sending it in. Like they made a picture that could kind of go on the side of the machine, but they didn't want it like that. They wanted it like pulled apart and
mm.
set on there completely different. I'm like, I like it just boggles my mind. What people like. You just don't. People don't fucking think like they think that well you have graphic designers, you can put it in the computer and do stuff with it. Like, well, yeah, some things a lot easier than others, but apparently we're getting ready to come out with a form to let schools know about what happens when they give us AI art to work with.
So what happens?
Which thankfully, well, I mean, it's they're going to be told it's not going to be exactly like this.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, because you're making something that's small, pixelated, and we have to make it the big size. Dummy.
Now, where am I gonna put her? Shoot. Yeah, I you and I talked a little bit this week about that sort of not quite a ruling, more a ruling by not ruling.
Yeah, it's something, but it's not implicit in what it is and what it,
Right,
what will, how it'll affect the future, if
right.
at all, in any way whatsoever.
I think it's gonna come down to like um, of course it's gonna come down to money in the end. Just whatever the money's at. Uh, but yeah, will they? Basically, what was it, Zeus? Copyrights. They said um, AI generated stuff wasn't copyrightable. Was what they were saying. It's not copyrightable. That it has to have a human author to be copyrightable. Um, so let me see if I can. Here you see Ghost Dude. You see the Juniper the Witch. You see Harry the Werewolf. You see Rasha. You see Quark. You see Gadrick. I'm gonna just keep shoving different monsters in here as I come across it. Um,
Well, of course, you know, um, like I was saying, the some of the art that they sent me, you know, they generated Superman logo on one of the books,
oh yeah,
and I'm like, uh, where, how the hell did that happen?
yeah,
Because I mean, like, um, like when we do our pinups, me and the guys, when we do our pinups to sell, um, people like the logos and stuff on there, but if you put them on there, um, a lot of printers, their their color copy machines will kick it out. It won't make the copy because
oh yeah, yeah,
it's because it recognizes the copywritten logos,
right.
which I don't know if that's still a thing, but I don't know if they're still doing that. But I mean, I can't imagine they would be now. You know.
It, who knows? It's hard to say. Uh, the AI thing has to be causing all kinds of issues. Uh,
Yeah. Ric Flair posted a congratulations uh, to Demolition.
oh
Uh,
wow.
yeah, says welcome my great friends Barry Darsow and Bill Eadie to the Hall of Fame. Bill, you got stabbed one night trying to help me out of the ring. And Barry, I've seen you drink 54 beers in one sitting in an inner tube. Legendary.
Demolition are in the Hall of Fame, or they're going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, finally.
Yep. Should have been in long ago.
Yeah, well, that's what lawsuits will do, especially to somebody who takes things really, really personally.
Yeah.
I am having problems getting going here.
What can I do to help?
Nothing.
Dang. What can I do to help? Shit. That's what you can do. Shit. Um, let's see. I gotta see.
Jack and shit left town. Um,
Trying to see how many more monsters I can fit in here. Don't want to fit in the mermaid. She has such a small appearance.
she. I was gonna say, wasn't she in there later on in the series?
No, she just, it's during the beach arc. She just appears to give the message, and then her father shows up and shoots her with uh, the look of forgetfulness to erase the message
Ah,
before she's able to deliver the message. Maybe not. Maybe not.
at least the wind's not blowing through my window tonight.
Oh
That's
yeah,
good.
there's none. There's none of those noises going on.
No, you might hear some sirens here.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do hear it.
Because when it's after 9 o'clock,
It's crime time.
that's when all the crime starts happening.
It's
Well,
crime time.
it really is, man. I'm not even kidding. Was it 3 hours difference where Bean is?
Bean is 2 hour difference from me. So
Yeah.
yeah, it would be like 3 hours from you. Yeah.
So I guess it's still like dinner time for him. Poor guy can't hardly eat anything.
Yeah, he does have a limited range of stuff he can eat. It's true. Enjoy things while you can, people. That's the lesson there. Enjoy things while you can. Um, just don't know when you won't be able to enjoy those things anymore.
Right?
Yeah, like maybe once upon a time you really enjoyed pizza. You don't know. You may not be able to enjoy it in the future. So.
Has anybody tried the cauliflower crust?
No. Oh, we haven't given that a try. The bigger thing would be the, besides the sodium stuff, would be the cheese. But yeah, we haven't tried the vegan cheese yet.
My
What?
sister likes it, but she's also insane. But no, just
Dang, don't.
kidding.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. So you got the Ghost Dude, you got Tom, you got Rasha, you got Harry, you got Juniper, you got Gadrick, you got that witch Brunhilde or whatever her name was. You got Quark, you got Tivo as his monster form. I think it was Tivo, maybe it was Tavo, whatever. It might have been Tavo instead of Tivo, because Tivo sounds like that old thing. So, and I'll leave this like this so I can put either fill it in with black or put it in, but whatever, just set up the logo. But, so that'll work. That'll work for my purposes.
Right.
That'll work for my purposes. Well, I didn't know I was gonna spend so long on that, but. Trying to move this thing out of the way real fast. I'm trying to think something. Let's see. I was watching the first day of the Cinderella Cup in Stardom. Tonight, Starlight Kid and May Sarah are fighting for the CML Women's Tag Team titles over in CML. They're having a big Amazonas show.
Oh yeah.
It's like an all women's wrestling show at Arena Mexico.
That's pretty rare, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they've done it once or twice before, but the main event is Mercedes defending against Persephone or.
Oh, good.
But yeah, I think the semi-main is the Starlight Kid and May Sarah challenging for the women's tag titles over there. The CML ones, because they also have the Mexican national titles over there as well.
What you marking off on that?
I don't know.
Are you making a bleed line, or what are you doing?
Might be up to some mischief. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'm not certain. But let me do this now. Let's see where we are. Okay. Trying to think of what else is on there. Micah's wrestling Dark Silhouette. With Silhouette, it's just there's a luchador named Silhouette, right? And I guess she turned Ruda sometime in the recent years, and now she's Dark Silhouette. And I'm just like, just put Dark in the front of her name.
Yeah.
I think Megan Bain is wrestling Olympia. Have you seen Olympia? She's got a bodybuilder physique.
Yeah.
And the mask. Yeah. I don't remember what all was happening on that show, but yeah, I did watch the first day of what's it called, the Cinderella Cup. It was spaced out. I couldn't watch it all at once, but it was okay. It's all right. It's all right. It was all right. Okay, let's see. So Scotty and Kira defend the Mexican national women's title against Metallica and Candela. Dark Silhouette versus Micah in a singles match. La Catalina and Sanali versus Kira and Garra Negra. Gara Negra was someone else, but she changed her mask, so this is like the debut of her new gimmick. Marcella versus La Magnifica versus Princesa Sugate. You remember Princesa Sugate?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're in a three-way match for the Irma Gonzalez Cup. Zeuxis versus Mina Shirakawa. Olympia versus Megan Bain. Yuvia and La Jarochita versus Starlight Kid and May Sarah for the CML World Women's Tag Titles. And then Mercedes Monet against Persephone for the CML World Women's title. I don't know why I'm running it down.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, we need some content. But the shit, I don't remember what the hell I was talking about.
CML Women's.
Not really. No, I wasn't.
Mercedes Cinderella Cup.
Nah, no.
Nah, none of that shit.
None of that.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Lady Blue Wing. No.
I'm sketching something.
Oh, okay.
So there's at least that. Yeah, there used to be, just a lot. It's kind of the way that they're doing names is kind of real similar, like superhero names, or they could be really really basic, at
right.
times.
Trying to think. Part of the reason I want to work on Tom's Weird Life again is because I want to try to do some other stuff in the future, but I know if I don't finish Tom's Weird Life, I'll have a mental block, so I won't be able to start on other stuff. So I gotta get this thing out of the way, so I can potentially work on new stuff in the future, comic wise. But not that I need to do any comic stuff. I know.
But you need to be able to do whatever you want to do, though.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
I also thought Tom's Weird Life is something I could work on. Like I could do it as a warm up thing on here, and then.
Yeah. Oh, I see. You're doing panels.
Right. Yeah, I'm doing the weird rough panels in the style of Tom's Weird Life.
And if you ever decide to actually print it, you can print it magazine format.
Right.
I mean, you can resize your, not the art, but I mean, you can make it fit whatever page you want to.
Right.
It just might be some extra space, top and bottom, depending on whatever the hell you drew it on in the first sample.
So originally they were on. Trying to think of the size of the. They were on these sketchbooks, and I would tear the pages out. But Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Uh,
Yeah.
I'd rather just make it something just digital, available digitally. um, but if I was to work on something new in the future, I would do it a little more. I'd pursue it a little differently with my mind on the on process for various options. Right?
Yeah, but I'll tell you this: there's nothing like holding your first comic book that you made in your hands.
Yeah.
When Jay made uh, some Yellow Jackets #1 for me, that was pretty fucking surreal moment.
Yeah. Back in when I was in college, I did some little small press things. And then there's a friend of mine named Toby Craig. He ran I Think I Can comics, and we printed some stuff. Um, uh, but that was just us doing stuff. But if you ever, what's that thing for books? It's kind of like an IMDb for books. It's Goodreads. You ever heard of Goodreads?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so if you're ever on Goodreads and you look up Pedro Boyd, and you're like, how does Pedro have uh, a thing on Goodreads? It's because of my friend Toby. I have a thing
nice.
on Goodreads. Uh, but it was for some compilation he put out once. Anywho. Well, before I get doing anything here, let me let me go back, get back, get back to where we once belonged. You have anything to show yet, Zeus?
No,
No.
no,
Okay. Okay.
no,
Okay.
not even remotely close.
All right. All right. All right. Um. Okay. So yeah, earlier we were. I was starting to show people this. Yeah. So this is Tom's Weird Life. This was the first chapter we went through earlier. The first thing is Tom
Oh yeah,
being scared of something, and then you see Ghost Dude. Hey, I guess you're maybe wondering who I am, and Tom's kind of annoyed. He's like between frightened and annoyed. Yeah, just a little bit, Ghost Dude. Oh, I didn't mean to zoom out. And then the Ghost Dude's like, I am from the beyond, sent here to give you a message, but I forgot it. Sorry, man. Get out. And Tom's Weird Life. So then, yeah, as I said, I just kept making one page comics. So the second one, Tom, why are you still hanging around my house, Ghost Dude? That isn't my name, and also I can't go back until I give you that message I was sent to give that I can't remember. Man, I forgot how kick-ass TV is. Forget about TV, you ghoul. Hurry up and tell me the message and get the hell out. And how come you don't glow now? It's like real small. It says, how come you don't glow now? And Ghost is like, I'm sorry, man. I just can't remember what it was. But don't worry. After a few days, if I don't return, another will come to give the message. And then it says even smaller, I only glow at night, man. And he's like, don't you worry, man. It won't be long before someone else comes to deliver that message that I can't remember. And you'll get that likely very important memo from the beyond. You got a kickin' TV setup. And Tom says, very small thanks. I put a lot of money in it. Wait, more ghosts are coming? How is this my life? Because Tom has a weird life. He's got a weird life. And so The third chapter. Thank you so much for coming. You're the Paranormal Solutions Group representative, right? Your site said you can get rid of pesky ghosts, spirits, and demons. Uh, then this girl's like, I'm not sure what the site says, but I'm just a local student who's part of the paranormal student group who are fans of that stuff. So what do you got here, sir? Do what? Do what now? Then why did your site say that you guys can deal with this sort of thing? Again, sir, I'm not sure what the site says because I'm just a student in the fan group, but I will investigate the. Hey there, you say you're a student? They have fan groups for us ghosts and stuff now? Times have sure changed since I was alive. Oh my god, ghosts are real. Really? So the representative of the paranormal thing didn't know ghosts were real. So it's the silly stuff I got up to. But yeah, that's you get the basic gist of how this went. You remember Zeus. Tom keeps getting increasingly frustrated by all these people and being so into this stuff. I mean, look at him here. He is he is losing his shit. He's got to get out of there. He goes shopping. His way of dealing with stress is to go shopping. There's a tell. There's a tell. And then another ghost appears, and he's like, oh, it's this clown looking woman. And Zeus, what do you call this when you have a thing going through multiple panels? Like, is there a name for that or?
I mean, it's just no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the industry jargon for it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if there was or not, so I
I
figured.
mean, it's kind of a splash, but
Um, I think John Burns and the Man of Steel did some of this. That's why where I got this idea was remembering that stuff. Do you remember him doing some things like this in the Man of Steel miniseries?
I mean,
I could be wrong. It could be something else that I'm thinking of, but
maybe something else. Because Giordano was his anchor. I was not happy with that decision at all. Because he's real heavy handed with his brush, really kind of sketchy. It does not mesh with Byrne art.
right. It's funny when I was a kid, I really loved that Man of Steel miniseries, but
I did too. One of the rectors at my church, he was teaching the adult classes in Sunday school, and when I was in high school, I went to those because I didn't like everybody I went to high school with, so I went to those Sunday school classes, and we just he kind of talked about the the messianic idea about Superman and everything. And then I let him borrow that miniseries.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he really liked it. He was also the like the head of theology at Wake Forest University back then too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's something. If you ever want to melt your brain, dive into some theology. But so here you have this ghost. Art thou ready, Tom? Shall ye take the message? Yes, please tell me. Now, what was it? Give me a moment. I made sure to write it down in the air like so. It must be somewhere about. So, this ghost does not remember the message either. And so Tom brings home another ghost, and then he comes home to that college fan club for paranormal stuff hanging out. And we learn about the ice. Well, we learn about the ice cream thing. I think in the third chapter, wasn't? No, the fourth chapter. So, do you know the ice cream thing, Zeus? Do you
I
remember?
remember vaguely something about ice cream.
I don't know where I got this idea, but I got the idea that I was gonna have when people get brain freezes because a ghost is inhabiting their body so they can taste the ice cream. I didn't hear this from anywhere. I just some goofy idea I came up with. Um, but yeah, so then the this ghost is talking with the other ghost like, "You're doing the ice cream thing." And he's like, "Yeah, man, these kids love it. Go ahead and jump in one of them and taste you some ice cream." Say, did you give him that message thing? He's like, "I wrote it in the air like so, but can't find it now. Man, I know that stuff happens. What can you do?" So the ghost dude seems pretty okay with everyone not remembering the message. Um, and some of the ways he talks about the message, you have to wonder, did he really not remember the message? But anyways, wink. Yeah, Tom's having to put up with more of these student people, and Valerie. Oh, I think we learned her name's Valerie. Wants Tom to help her convince a friend to do the ice cream thing. So this is when we get to meet Alice, I believe. Was that her name? I don't even remember the characters' names. Alice, yeah. So this is when we meet Alice. And so, yeah, Valerie wants Tom to help Alice do the thing, and she just wants to be normal, and so yeah. The ghost dude observes Tom and Alice bonding, and he's like, "Yeah, don't do it. Just say no to brain freeze." Uh, and then when they're all gone, the ghost guy's like, "Did you get Alice's number?" I don't know why. Who's the bus driver from The Simpsons? In my head, that's what this guy sounds like. He sounds like the bus driver
Hey
from.
man, how's it going, little Bart
Yeah,
dude?
yeah, yeah. And Tom's like, "No, he figured he'll get it the next time." And he's like, "What? Listen, man, another messenger from beyond will show up soon. They'll give you that message." And then Rosh is like, he's not wrong. They're approaching Tom. They have arrived. They are here. So there's a knock on the door. It's another person from beyond to give the message. The ghost dude's like, "Don't open the door. Don't answer your door for a few years or something." Is what he said. And Tom's like, "No, I can't. What? We're gonna starve. Just watch TV endlessly." He says, "Sooner or later, you're gonna have to leave the house." He opens the door and it's this alien. He's like, "You, Tom? I got this message from the beyond on the spectral translator, but then I crashed and now my ship is on fire. Unfortunately, I didn't commit it to memory. Sorry, can I stay here for a bit?" And he's like, "Aliens too now?" So we went from ghosts to aliens. And let's see. Trying to think when we learned the ghost's name. The alien's name. Quark. So originally I was gonna name the name was Quirk. Originally the alien was named Quirk Zeus, but I had to change his name. I had to change his name to Quark because there's already some character around named Quirk and some other stuff. So I was like, okay, I gotta change. Not that you can't have more than one person named Quirk, I guess, but I was trying to, and yeah, the alien wants bedtime stories and stuff. It's super early in the morning, time to get any sleep, and the ghost's like, "You need your sleep because another person arrives, so someone else has shown up, and then it's a vampire Zeus." I think this was the first two pager. Yeah, so all of them have been one page until chapter 15, which is a two pager. And you see this vampire, and he's like, "Voices from beyond." And he's like, "Oh, I had a long night." And he gets lost talking about all this other stuff. And he's like, "Oh yeah, these voices from beyond sending messages." And then he's like, "Wait, what is that? Sunlight?" And then he catches on fire, and he burns down. As he's burning down, he says, "Please sweep up my ashes and put them in water. I can regenerate." And so now we've got this bowl full of ashes and water. Uh, and they're like, the aliens like, "It amuses me you just accepted what he said. Do you just go along with any situation, Tom?" And that was to sort of point out something about Tom's personality, but which was explained much later on. But anyways, yeah, Valerie shows up about another party thing, and so now Tom's like trying to look at how he gets dressed, blah blah blah, because he wants to impress Alice. And then everyone's here to meet the alien. They're all going goo gaga over him. Um, and then Tom's trying to talk to Alice, uh, and she's a little disappointed with the paranormal stuff because she thought it was. She's like, it's one thing in ideas, but then when you meet the stuff, it's not as cool as whatever. And then while they're having this party, suddenly the bowl comes alive and Gaderick regenerates, you know. And now all the people are want to be with him, and so Quark's like, "Oh, I guess human attention spans as short as their life cycles." Well, it was fun while it lasted.
Like, no, they're much shorter, much shorter than the lives.
And yeah, the of course the vampire can't remember. Alice is saying she's thinking about dropping out of that club and stuff, and so Tom's feeling kind of down about all that stuff. It didn't go well with Alice, and then someone else shows up, and they're like, "Oh, it's a full moon," and they turn into a werewolf. So now you got this werewolf, and then Tom's in his secret room, listening to music. Tom has a secret room, and I don't know if you can tell in this panel, he has a record player behind him. He's got a record player, and he's listening to records.
That's old school, Pedro.
I don't know anyone who who created this who listens to lots of records. Uh,
I mean, honestly, they're mostly aging hipsters
yeah, I guess
that,
so.
that are still collecting records. You're
Uh,
you're not an aging hipster. Yeah.
there are a lot of young people who are into records as well. But I mean, I am an aging, not a hipster, but I am aging.
Yes,
uh,
painfully.
so yeah, Tom is dealing with all these people interrupting his sleep, and he's telling himself everything will be fine. And then Harry wakes up in the morning. He's like normal, and Tom calls him shirtless dude. He's like, "Whatever, shirtless dude. You said you have a message from beyond." And he's like, "What? My name is Harry." And he's like, "Oh, I forget everything when I turn into a werewolf." So now he doesn't remember the thing either. And then they're like, "Well, maybe if we drive around, it'll help him find his place." And then they're gonna go in this vintage car that Tom has, and they're like, "Oh, how do you have these cars?" And he said, "I'm not gonna talk about it." Uh, and so they go driving around, and the alien and the werewolf are just getting hungry. They're just talking about how hungry and all these meats and stuff they want. And so yeah, Tom's all agitated, and then he comes back, and then there's the paranormal group again. They're all dressed in goth gear to welcome the vampire. And then he's told that Alice dropped out of the paranormal fan club. And they're like, oh, a life like yours, Tom, surrounded by so much paranormal strange stuff, is the last thing she wants to be around right now, I think. And of course Tom's all like, because he had some feels for or whatever the word is for what's her face, for Alice.
Right, right.
Then he's talking with Rasha outside, and she's telling him basically to just enjoy the time you have while you're alive, blah blah blah. And then the night's here. Gadrick can get out of the pantry because he's been hiding in the pantry because they don't have a coffin, and so he wants Tom to help him get out and stuff. And then these other people want to become his like servant or something. And then someone's at the door, and Zeus, it's your favorite character. It's Juniper the witch.
Juniper the Slud Witch. I mean, Juniper the Witch.
And she got a message in her cauldron, but then she tried to. Then her house caught on fire, and she ran over there and she spilled it all over the front yard. So she lost the message. She said, other than his name, that's all she can recall. She's like, but you have a nice pad here. And then the people who were into the vampire, like, I love you, please marry me. And the vampire's like, I thought they said they were gonna be my servants and stuff. And the Quark is like, yeah, that Earthlings have short attention spans, blah blah blah. And so yeah, Tom continues to not have any sleep. Juniper, he wakes up. Juniper's topless in the house. He's like, where are your clothes? She's like, I'm washing them. And she's like, I have these little shorts on. So she does have clothes on. And then Tom wants to get out of there. Harry doesn't want to go with him. The alien will go with him. Rasha will go with him. So now they're going in another classic car. And then when they're driving, she sticks her head out the window and she changes her form. I don't know why I'm going on about all this. She changes her form. So then we learn that she can sort of change back to a version of her old self. If she gets lost and stuff. And then they're at the grocery store. He runs into Alice, who now has another hair color. She changed her hair to like blonde. And so then Tom and Alice are talking. Rasha's trying to be quiet about it. And then the alien's like, special person, you're silly. He's just with that girl. He's just with that girl. And so then she's like, oh, you're with some of your housemates, of course, and all that stuff. So then, oh yeah, then when they come home, Harry wants all this money, and he's like, "Why do you need money so badly?" He's like, "It's for Juniper, the witch. Like she wants all this stuff, and I want to impress her and date her. So be a bro and help me out." And he refuses to help out. So here, we start to learn Juniper's, very into attention and stuff. And then he's asking the ghost dude about Rasha changing appearance and stuff. And here you see Juniper teasing with these people. Blah blah blah. Gadrick, the alien, Valerie, and Tom all go in a station wagon. We had a station wagon when I was growing up. Did you ever drive in a station wagon or ride in one?
Yes, we had one with that was light tan colored. That golden yellow.
Okay.
And it had the wood paneling.
Yeah.
And it had the seat that flipped up from the back, so if you were riding in the very back seat, you were facing behind.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The one we had when we were a kid, my parents had, was like kind of yellow with like the side was like this brown wood type panel across the length of the car. Is that what you're talking about?
Hmm.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could fit 6 people in there, comfortably.
Yes. Now laws were different back then, Zeus. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
Laws were
yeah.
different back then. I say this because my there were 6 kids and then my parents, right? So there was 8 people. So I would usually be in the front, like in my mom's lap, or sitting between my mom and my dad. You could not do that now. One, they don't make the cars that way. They don't make the car seats that way. But also,
Right. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you could not do that now, even if they did. Yeah, so and I think there's always so me, then you had they would fit 3 or 4 in the middle, and then or they would fit 3 in the middle, and then 2 would sit in the back. Um, yeah, those were those were times. And then so driving around, uh, Gad can't remember where he he lived. He's like, just let me. He says a failure is a vampire. He doesn't even drink human blood. Just let the sun kill him and stuff. They're like, that's a bit dramatic. And then Valerie brings up a 24/7 coffin shop. And he's like, what? Tom's like, a 24/7 coffin shop. And Valerie's like, oh, we discovered this place a few months ago and had a few outings because it was cool and spooky. But we never actually experienced any paranormal stuff. And then there's this crazy kooky dude who works here who looks a little bit like a insane Uncle Sam or something. I don't know why I drew him that way, Zeus. It's just whatever. It's my idea of a crazy person, I guess, was this dude. But
Right.
he seemed to remember Gadrick from the past, and he's like, oh, before, it makes sense. So then they're picking out stuff, and then Valerie has Tom walk around the cemetery with her. And so then they start talking about Alice, and Valerie's like, "Oh, I known Alice about a year, and we've had some fun times together, but she can be flaky. One minute she's into the club, another she's into something else. She's an enigma." And Tom's like, "Well, maybe she just hasn't found what suits her yet." And she's like, "Maybe, Tom, but did you notice her hair? That's the 5th time she changed her hair color this year. She has trouble committing." Hey, is that footsteps? And there's a shadow of someone behind them, and then suddenly there's this zombie. Tom, I have a message for you from beyond. So now a zombie is going to give the message. So the zombie tries to give the message, and then poof, its head gets blown off. And it's that crazy guy. And he's like, yeah, I don't recommend walking around at night. Lately, the dead have been coming back to life, spouting off about some message. So this means he's been killing multiple dead zombies that had the message. So Tom and Valerie are cleaning up the gore. And Gadrick wants to hurry up home because, the sun is going to come up. And Valerie says, Tom, I'm sure you had no plans to look after some paranormal beings, but you're a natural at it. About the stuff I said about Alice earlier, she may flip-flop on cool weird stuff like you have in your life, but Tom, I really love it. I love your weird life. I'm just trying to say thanks. Thanks for letting me hang out with you guys. And Quark's like, this human has good taste. And like, yeah, whatever. So Zeus, let me pause here a moment. Let me see what's going on, if anything's going on. Oh, Sundancer Cowboy. Hold on. Sundancer Cowboy.
Hey, Sundancer.
How are you? I apologize. Oh, Hirichess was here. Oh my god, I missed a ton of stuff. I am so sorry. We were lost doing comic book theater. um Ange asked what I was smoking when I made this. Uh, Sundancer Cowboy said aliens are cool. Uh, and we used to ride down the road in a wagon behind a tractor or on the tailgate of a truck in the country. Miss the good old days. Oh yeah, I remember riding in the back of pickup trucks. Um,
Oh yeah.
I've been in a lot of minivans. The Superior station wagon. The Witch is hot. Oh, Sundancer Cowboy thinks the Witch is hot. Yeah, I apologize, amigos. I apologize. So let me tell you guys something. We are. I'm trying to get back to working on Tom's Weird Life. It's a webcomic I used to do, and so I was working on this cover thing for like an omnibus kind of PDF file thing to collect what was done so far before I get to new stuff. But I was stopping there because when I was putting the series out originally, Zeus, Bean, aka Cross and Mexican, and By Lucha, they both had like favorites about the shipping. You know what I mean by the shipping? About who Tom would end up with in a relationship. Stephanie also had ideas about stuff. So I was getting a lot of feedback from Stephanie, Bailucha, and Bean about the romantic stuff, and so that's it started becoming like a harem manga. Where the character has the main character has multiple love interests, right? Uh, who do you think was the least popular love interest amongst this very small group?
uh, was it the Mopey girl?
Alice, yeah.
Yeah, that's who I want to say.
Alice was the least popular.
Yeah.
Bean really liked Rasha. He really wanted the Rasha the ghost to be the love interest.
Would.
And yeah, other ones liked Valerie, etc. That's kind of like why you start seeing more. You start seeing Rasha and Valerie starting to get more filling out the characters and stuff. Oh, here, Chess, welcome in. How are you doing? Here, Chess, I was there was talk about you earlier. I was on P1TM's stream a little bit earlier, and he was mentioning you because he was saying that he went to see me because of you, and yeah, so we were talking a little bit about you earlier. So I hope how are you doing here at Chess? I know you've been recovering from a number of injuries. How are you doing on the injury front? And also, what are you drawing? And Sundancer Cowboy, you went to see me because of Sundancer. What? Thank you, Sundancer. I know that's true. Sundancer sent you here, and then you sent P1TM to me. I appreciate all the references, I appreciate all the people referencing me to folks. And hey, while you guys are here, let me tell you guys, I got a new single out. It's out right now in most places. It's not available on YouTube Topic. This is an issue that has me kind of pissed off. If I can say it not so politely, I'm kind of fucking pissed off about it. But there's not much I can do about it. But my new single is Gen X Romantic is available on Bandcamp and a bunch of other stuff. But Zeus, it is not available on my YouTube Topic channel, and it's driving me up the wall. My distributor has no. They have no what's it called? They have no answers as to why. They're just like, oh, it's they're like, there's nothing wrong with the release. Like, there's nothing copyright. Like, there's no copyright issues. There's no this and this. For some reason, it's just stuck in the approval review thing for YouTube. And so yeah. But yeah, it is available on Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon and iTunes and Bandcamp. So it is available in a number of places.
Nice.
But yeah, it's Sundance Cowboy. You might like it. It's very synthy. It's very, very synthy. Lots of synth, new wavy sort of stuff. Kind of new wavy. I don't know if it's really new wavy. It's got jangly guitars, jangly atmospheric guitars, and a lot of synth stuff. And there is a little harmony guitar in the middle of the single, the A side. But I don't often bust out harmony guitar, but I can do it. Zeus, where are you on your drawing?
That's never mind.
What?
It's not happening.
What?
It's not happening.
Sundancer Cowboy, the B. I really love the B side. This is just me personally. The B side's called Riff Plus Groove, and then in parentheses, Do You Have Time? Ange says, show it, Zeus. Show what you're working on.
No.
No, he says no, Ange. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not crossing Zeus. Sorry.
No.
No. He says no.
It's going in the trash.
Oh, dang. Dang, it's that bad. Yeah, but the B-side's really catchy in my opinion. So I mean, I hope people listen to both the A side and the B side, but the B side is really catchy. It may be the song I've listened to the most in the last week or so, and I which is a little embarrassing to say, but I just find it super catchy. But hey, Sundancer Cowboy, y'all need to check out this man's YouTube channel. Let me find his YouTube channel, because he is doing some incredible stuff on the YouTube. He has this story going on about Dragon Arm, a character named Dragon Arm, and I love these videos. They are so awesome. If you haven't seen Dragon Arm, you guys don't know what you're missing out on. That's all I gotta say. You don't know what you're missing out on if you haven't seen Dragon Arm.
It's not as good as Dragon Leg, but you know.
I think I've shown this before, but I'm gonna show the theme song to Dragon Arm again, Sundancer Cowboy, because everyone needs to see it as often as possible. I feel everyone needs to see this as often as possible, because it's awesome.
Humanity's left me as you are dragging on, walking through the midnight into home. Heart is a king and girl. Do I walk alone? Dragging on.
The or whatever always gets me. The or whatever gets me. I love it. Is there any new chapters besides the one? Although I imagine they take a while to make. No, so we just have the 2 chapters and then the theme song so far. So, well, it's amazing. His let me show his YouTube channel name. It's Handsome and Tall. So look up Handsome and Tall, and watch a video, like, subscribe, comment, and subscribe. I think that's the order you're supposed to do it. Like, comment, and then subscribe. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm gonna give y'all a little YouTube insider stuff. Um, if you watch someone's video, if you watch the video to the end, and then you like it, and then you leave a comment, and then you subscribe. If you do it in that order, your subscription will be solid, because sometimes YouTube will purge subscriptions that are done in a different order. I don't know why, but this is a thing that exists. YouTube will purge subscriptions sometimes if they're not done with some combination of what I just described. So if you want to subscribe to someone, watch a video first. Like, don't just subscribe without watching something. Watch the video, watch it all the way to the end, then press like, then comment, and then subscribe. So just giving y'all some, some tips for that stuff. But yeah. Zeus, what's going on? Wow.
I just participated in Bandcamp Friday.
What?
I just participated in Bandcamp Friday.
You got the latest from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard?
No, I don't know who the fuck that is.
They're pretty amazing, to be honest with you. They are pretty amazing. They are a psychedelic rock band. They are pretty amazing.
It's a pretty decent name. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you should see like the bootlegs of their shows and stuff on like Bandcamp. You can find bootlegs of their shows and stuff. They have like official bootlegs.
It's not a bootleg; it's official page. Right?
I know, but it's just how it is. It's just how they call it.
It's what they call it. This is how they knew you. It's like a Coinsuocha.
But I appreciate it.
Sorry, I thought I heard you call me White Devil.
I appreciate the support. I do. Also, so Zeus participated in Bandcamp Friday. There's still a few hours left in Bandcamp Friday. Something I wanted to tell y'all about Bandcamp Friday. Well, about the Bandcamp version of the single. You get an extra song. So on all the other streaming services, there's just the A side and the B side. On Bandcamp, you get a C side. I don't know if they really call it C side, but we'll just call it a C side. But it's like a live Twitch version of the A side. So, but yeah, you get 3 things for the price of 1. So, when to become one. I don't know why that popped in my head, but Zeus, are you the one who asked me to learn that Spice Girls song?
No.
I thought it was you. Was this who asked me to learn that song?
What song?
When Two Become One, the Spice Girls song?
No, I did not ask you to.
No, it wasn't you. But you did request it. You did request it before.
I'm not gonna lie though. I do know what song it is, but
no,
I wouldn't think to ask you to sing it.
You requested it once, was what it was. You requested it once.
Okay.
Stephanie was the one that had me learn the song because she thought it would be funny. But yeah, that's why I know that song. Anyways, so we've been we're like so to get back into doing Tom's Weird Life, we are going through the entire series of what was done. So they're leaving the coffin place. They're trying to get home. Gadrick wants him to drive a little faster. And then they're like, look out, there's someone in the road. And, and then there's this guy. You see this horned devil looking dude. He's like, finally, I've tracked you down, Tom. I can finally give you the message that has tormented me from the beyond. And, then he's finally, I'll be rid of this message. And then they're like, hey, cars are coming, get out of the road. And then he says, no mames, and he gets hit by a car. And Zeus, I did the modern comic thing. Did you see that? He's about to get hit by a car, and then I don't show I don't show it. I did the modern comic thing. I didn't show it.
It's not really the modern comic thing because, I mean, that's like a death. So I mean, you know,
well, but he doesn't die. See, he doesn't die.
well, you know, still it's the act of.
I'm trying to remember what monster he is, or what form of supernatural being is. It's something from Mexico, where they turn into kind of a goat ram, humanoid thing. It involves them doing magic. They also have like a. They're not just someone who's like bitten by something. They're like the person's like a magic user or something. But and so yeah, here's the guy. He's got no clothes now, and Valerie's like, "Ooh, you're getting another paranormal roommate." So yeah, they've picked up another person, and so then the next day he wakes up, and they're like telling him, he's like, "Oh yeah, a message." He's like, "That sounds familiar, but I don't remember it." He's like, "He's Gustavo, but most call him Tavo." So that's what it was, Zeus. It was Tavo, not TiVo or whatever I was saying.
Yeah,
It was
Evo.
Tavo. And then yeah, he meets Juniper. See, he meets Juniper the witch. It's like a new guy, huh? I'm Juniper the witch. Did Tom say when he's coming back? I've got a bone to pick with that cheapskate. And he's like, Madre Dios. And he's like, I know nothing. And it's like, muchas gracias. Fate has bring me this heaven. So another person has fallen in love with Juniper because Harry has a thing for Juniper as well. And then here, Harry and Tavo are, going back and forth about that. Juniper wants to know where Tom is, and Ghost Dude's like, they went to drop off Valerie and pick up some breakfast. He's like, breakfast? Oh, I will have words with him. Blah 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 blah. And so then they're at this place getting breakfast, I guess, and then Rasha turns into her human form again. Oh, because they were talking about going to the beach. This was set to set up the beach arc. The beach arc goes on way too long. But then Alice shows up, and they make plans for the beach and stuff with Alice. And Rasha says her name is Rachel. She lies. And then they come home. They talk about the beach stuff, and then Juniper's all angry. She's demanding all this kind of stuff. She wants all these shopping stuff, and Tom's like, "Fine, is online shopping okay? I need a nap." And then Quirk does sort of a recap of what all is going on. I think there's two versions of the second page because I had to fix a typo. And then Tom's trying on clothes for the beach, and they're like, yeah, they're telling him probably not that Hawaiian shirt. And then they're telling that Tom, he looks like he's wearing a grandpa outfit. True story, I wore a Hawaiian shirt, a shirt actually from Hawaii. Someone in Stephanie's family gave me this shirt years ago. They went to Hawaii and they bought this shirt and gave it to me. It's an actual Hawaiian shirt from Hawaii. And I wore it on stream once, and and Zeus and
Did
everyone
I
else,
rip you for it?
yes, y'all gave me a lot of grief because you said it was like I was wearing a woman's blouse because it was white. I don't know if you remember. It was white. It was it was kind of.
I do vaguely remember giving you a hard time about it.
It was kind of low cut. I won't
It was
lie.
kind of blousy looking.
It was
wasn't
kind of low cut. Yeah. I think I remember I was much bigger size when the shirt was gotten for me, so it was kind of large on me. Yeah. So I've never worn it again on the air. So, but yeah. So yeah, they're all planning out this trip. Rasha is gonna ride on the back of this motorcycle that Tom has. Tom has a lot of vehicles. I took a long time to get to any of the explanation as to why he has so much money and vehicles. It's still a while off from explaining it, but yeah. Then they're riding, and she loves speed and stuff, and she turns to her human form, and Tom can actually feel her touch. So this was total fan service for Bean, by the way. If anyone sees Cross the Mexican, this was total fan service done for Bean's benefit to keep wind in his ship. So, um, but yeah, so the others are Quark drove the others to the beach, and everyone else is like, you cannot let him drive, and they're like, how fast were you going? And he's like, the speed I use today doesn't even begin to touch the speed I traveled through space with. And then, yeah, Alice and the gang from the paranormal group show up, and she's got this T-shirt on, and it's got this little toady thing, and it's like Tom's like, you're a Toady Blue Bubbles fan? He's like, what? Oh no, this isn't my shirt. Valerie let me borrow it. I just found it cute. I never heard of them. And then Valerie's like, Tom, you know who Toady Blue Bubbles are? That's my favorite album of all time. And he's like, that's my favorite album of all time. And Zeus, you know that I wrote an album just for because of this.
Yes.
I
Yes.
wrote the album Toady Blue Bubbles. I wrote and recorded it in 2021 because of working on this comic book. Not comic book, webcomic. And yeah, this whole storyline made me bring this thing to life. I wrote and recorded it in 2021, and I held on to it until 2022. So I didn't release it until 2022. So it didn't come out until we got to this part of the webcomic. Zeus, I initially made a gazillion of these chapters, right? Because we're in chapter 68. I made a ton of these chapters like before I started releasing even the first one. So by the time I released the first one, I had like more than a year of the webcomic like done. Because in my head, I thought this will help it constantly go to the end. Like it would help me finish the thing. There'd never be a thing where it wouldn't like run out, but this was not the case. I did stop working on it at some point.
All right, here, Chase. Have a good night, man. Feel better.
Okay, here at Chess. Let me go check out. Sundancer Cowboy says Spice World is an excellent movie. I never seen it. Here at Chess, I'm gonna step off for tonight. Not feeling well. Here at Chess, please feel better. Get all the rest you need. I know you've been injured a lot. I hope you get all the recovery you need. But yeah, now Tom's seeing all these women in their swimsuits. He's blushing. I don't know why I made Tom so in such good shape. I really don't know why I made him in such good shape.
Well, I mean, he's got a harem. I mean, he's got to be in good shape.
I guess so.
He's got an ass ton of girlfriends.
And Rosh is asking the ghost dude, like, if there's any ways for the dead to return to the living. Not like come back to life, but like to keep making visits to the thing. And then Harry's been sick from the thing, and Tavel's making fun of him. And then Juniper shows off her swimsuit. You see the reaction they have. Oh, that Saturday Night Live skit with Adam Sandler and Chris Farley. Well, no, that's with dudes. I forgot about that. Do you remember that commercial? It was for
No.
Schlitz Gay, I think was what they called the beer. And it's like they're at this pool, and he's like, this place is a dump. And they're like, wait till you see the pool. and then they turn the water on, and then there's all these like dudes in speedos, all these bodybuilders in speedos, and they're like, whoa, and all this stuff. People use some clips from that for a lot of animated gifs. Have you ever seen an animated gif of Chris Farley lifting up like his glasses or whatever? That's from that commercial.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
Where he's lifting him up from behind his ear.
yeah. Well, I think like they have like a, you know, those glasses that have like a sunglass thing that you flip up on the front. I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
doing that
kind of
or
like
something.
the Dwayne Wayne.
Yeah, yeah. So we find out Quark doesn't know how to swim, so now he's using Tom as his flotation device. Alice and Valerie are talking about Tom, and then Quark says, "Oh, something's coming up from below," and then the water is bubbling and stuff, and then this mermaid appears. And she's like, "Tom, I have a message for you from the beyond. Voices from the beyond have reached me, and Tom, the voices from the beyond want you to look." And then her father shows up. "Daughter, enough with this message nonsense. I shall end it. I now use the look of forgetfulness to erase this message from your mind. We return to the sea. Farewell." So the message is erased from her mind, and they return to the sea. And then Alice goes away to leave Tom alone with Valerie. Those dudes want to be near Juniper. Blah blah blah. I think they start talking about doing a seance. There's a lot of drama. The beach thing goes on for way too long. Interestingly, the ghost dude does not want to be at the beach. He tried to stop them from going to the beach. He is hating every minute of them being at the beach. He's very concerned. Why is he so concerned about them being at the beach, Zeus? I don't know. Interesting. But yeah, this goes on forever. Drama. Drama. It just goes on forever. Then they finally leave the beach, and then they start setting up for the seance. Gadrick wants to do like a podcast thing or a vlog, but he can't appear on camera because he's a vampire. And so then they get the idea of like streaming the seance that they're planning. And so then Alice wants Tom to go meet someone who supposedly is tied to Toady Blue Bubbles. And this guy is like, who's it? Oh, it's too early for you to be here. And he's all cryptic about it, so we don't know what all that's about. And then Tom starts embracing his weird life. He's like, I think I like my weird life. And so then blah, 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 keeps going on. They're building up to the seance. And I think this is chapter 100. It's supposed to be a lot like the first chapter in terms of the layout. But, yeah, him and Ghost Dude are talking about the seance. He doesn't think the seance is a good idea. He says opening gates to where us dead reside is asking for trouble. Undead tax collectors, gnarly stuff, blah, blah, blah. Then these were some early cover things I did for when I tried to collect some of the early chapters and stuff. Then we get a look from the future where they're all talking about, "Oh, I didn't have anything to do with what happened," blah, 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 blah. And then we find out what happens. So they're all preparing for the seance. All these people showing up. Tom and Alice finally do the ice cream thing, Zeus. They finally do the ice cream trick where the ghost inhibits them to taste the ice cream. And then, so the seance starts. They're streaming the thing. She calls forth this dead witch. And then, see the dead witch shows up. And then Rasha appears in her ghost form, and her and the dead witch have a conversation in dead language. So this is, I don't know why this was the dead language I came up with, Zeus, but this is the language of the dead I came up with.
Mm-hmm.
So they have this conversation. Rush is not too happy with all that. Tavo, he's wanting to break up this whole thing because all the attention Harry's getting from Juniper because he's helping stream the seance. So he deals in magic, so he puts up a magic false full moon in the ceiling, and then Harry looks up at it and he turns into a werewolf, and this ends up breaking the seance, and you see Juniper starts going into, because she's all, you're not supposed to break the seance, and then you see the witch all just starting something coming. What a world! What a world! What a world's a reference to Wizard of Oz, because the Wicked Witch when she's dying. What a world! What a world! And then there's all this crazy stuff coming out of Juniper, and then this dude appears. This skeleton muscle dude. And the ghost dude's like, oh crap. And he's like, you playing around like usual? So the ghost dude has a history of playing around. And then Rasha, you forget.
You say that like you're surprised to hear that. The nerve of you.
And then we find out this is their supervisor, Zeus. So they have jobs. Their official, being a messenger is a job, and when the dead and the beyond. So as your supervisor, I will correct your failures to deliver the message. So that leaves you, Tom. Are you ready for, after a record number of attempts to contact you, to finally receive the message from the beyond? So he's finally going to receive the message. Me? Yes, you. We, the voices from the beyond, want you, Tom, to look for the TV beach prophecy from November 11th, 1977. Watch it. He's like, that's it. That's the message. And it's like, it's delivered. Heed the message. And then, the fallout starts happening. Rachel, of course, turns back into Rasha. Her whole facade is exposed. Now Alice knows that they're lying about that. And the ghost dude's like, the message been delivered. We're being called back, man. And Alice is like, what happened? And all this kind of stuff. And then they're like, well, what's Tom doing? He's watching TV. So Tom finds this thing on like VidTube. I called it VidTube since I didn't want to call it YouTube. And so it's some interview with some lady, and she's not feeling well. And then she goes into some weird thing. And then she says, Tom, many years in our future, but very soon in your time, a beast of doom will rise out of the ocean to raise the world into oblivion. Only one thing can save the world. That's you, Tom. Must face him alone in combat. Sacrifice yourself to save the world. If you don't, the world will be ashes, nothing but ashes. You poor boy alone. Face him. And then she faints. And then they're all like, oh, see, they're all backing away from Tom. So, Tom finally gets the message. Everyone makes an excuse to bail. Valerie and Rasha say that they're not going to bail. They're not going to abandon him. Then he lets them inside his music room, which he hasn't seen. He puts a record on. And she's like, oh, it's Toady Blue Bubbles on vinyl. And he's like, yeah, it cost a pretty penny. And then he tells the story about his grandfather. So the reason he has all this money was because his grandfather. He took care of his grandfather when he was going crazy. And no one wanted to deal with him. And he got left with all this money and stuff and all his cars and vehicles. So that's why he has all that stuff, because it's his grandfather's.
Nice.
And so then Rasha's starting to be called back. She does a thing to buy herself some time. And that was the last chapter that was done. We left. That's the last thing that was done. So there you go, guys. That was all of that. Zombie. Welcome.
That was all of that way too fast.
So
way too much at once. But yeah, let's.
I apologize if that was
Let's get it rolled up and then stapled and printed and PDF'd and whatever.
So yeah, this is. I was making earlier. I drew a cover for like a PDF omnibus to put all that together before we go and do more new stuff. So That was what we worked on earlier. So, sorry if that was boring. I apologize. But,
No. Sharing your art.
hey,
Oh, Zombie's here.
who?
Zombie?
Oh yeah, zombie. Yes, zombie. Oh. Yeah. Let's see who we're gonna raid tonight. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Hold on. Have to mute myself. Let's see. Who do we want to raid? Trying to see if anyone else is doing art. Oh, Bob Ross, of course, who we cannot raid. Cannot raid a dead dead dude.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Okay, let me give you all a choice. Do you want True Paradox? Do you want Bob Blaho? Or do you want Numb the Geek? Who do you guys want? Ange, which one would you prefer we raid? True, Bob Blaho, or Numb the Geek? Will we get an answer? Who knows? Oh, she's on True's right now. So okay, well we'll raid True. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Stay safe, stay dry, because a lot of us can have rain. And everyone take care, and let's go raid.
Raid.
Un momento. And he's on his cell phone.